a cause and effect. And I have a fun activity planned for us today, but before we do that, can anybody recall a signal word for cause?
If.
Is for what?
A cause.
Right. Can anybody recall a signal word for effect?
So.
Good job. Now for the activity we're going to do, I have a paper towel roll and a bouncy ball and some Jenga pieces. And while I'm doing this, I want you to think about the cause and effect that is happening, and afterwards I'm going to ask you to assess the cause and effect. Lucas, could you assess the cause?
The cause was the ball hitting the first block.
Good job. And Sarah, what is the effect?
The effect is for all the blocks to fall down.
Yes. Now, also, cause and effect is always in our lives. If we do something, then something happens. One example would be if my alarm does not go off, then I will be late for school. Could you give me an example?
If I miss the bus, my mom has to drive me to school.
Yes, that is correct. Sarah?
If I spill water on the floor and I don't pick it up, then someone can slip.
Very good. Now, I have found a video on YouTube that we are going to watch that talks about cause and effect. And I have it here. What does it look like?
What is cause and effect? A cause, an event or action that makes something happen. To find the cause, ask yourself, why did this happen? An effect, what happens as a result of the cause? To find an effect, ask yourself what happened in that part of the story. Think about when it rains. Rain is the cause, and there can be many effects, such as needing a raincoat or an umbrella, or even slippery roads or traffic delays. Can you think of more effects from the rain? Can you determine the cause and effect in your own books? When you can determine cause and effect, then your understanding of the text will be better.
All right, now to follow up with that, I have some vocab words that goes along with the lesson, and the first 4 are related to cause and effect, and the last 3 are words from the story that I'm going to be reading. Could somebody tell me the definition for cause?
Why something happened.
And effect?
The result of what happened.
The result of what happened? And in relation to thinking about cause and effect, what would since be?
A signal word used to identify the cause.
Very good. And what would so be?
A signal word used to identify effect.
Now the next 3 go along with the story I'm going to read. What would mouse be?
A small furry rodent.
And Sarah, a mustache?
Hair that grows above the lip.
And And Lucas, crayon.
Something that you color with.
Excellent. Okay, now I have a book that I'm going to read called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and I have some worksheets to go along with that I want you to fill out as we are reading the story and fill in the blank spaces on there and then color. And also think about different cause and effect scenarios that are happening throughout the story. If You Give a Mouse a Cookie by Laura Numeroff. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. Vocab word. When he looks into the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim, so he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. While he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. Another vocab word. He'll draw a picture. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name with a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. Could you share with me what you wrote on your paper for cause and effect?
If he drinks milk, then he will get a milk mustache.
Very good. That's right. Sarah,
If he asks for paper and a crayon, he'll draw a picture.
good job. Now, with the last page, the last sentence, it says that, and chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. Could you hypothesize what will happen next in the story?
The story will repeat itself.
Yes. Now, we're going to go over what we've learned today, and that is cause and effect. Could you define cause for me?
Why something happened.
And Sarah, could you define effect?
The result of something happening.
Very good. And we also learned about signal words. Can anyone give me an example of a signal word?
A signal word for an effect would be so.
Good job. And we also learned that cause and effect is in our everyday life, even in animals. If they do something, something happens. Could you give me an example of like a dog?
If a dog goes out in the rain, when he comes in, he's going to shake all the water off.
Good job. And Sarah, what would a dog do?
If a dog if he's given a treat, then he'll eat the treat.
Yes, that's great. I would say my dog is bad sometimes and he pees on the floor, so then he gets in trouble. And to assess what we've gone over today, I have a worksheet that has spaces for each a cause and an effect, and write a cause and an effect, and then just draw a little picture that goes with it, and that will help me to understand if you understand what we went over today. And then also, when you are finished, I have an awesome app that you can do individually, and it's called Brainy Skills Cause and Effect, and it will go over cause and effect in different scenarios that will teach you the consequences of a cause. Thank you, class.